Hello YouTube land, and this is Abominus33 back again for another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be looking at one of the Hunt for Decepticons figures, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it, even though that most of you guys haven't been really watching my videos. But without further ado, this is Hunt for the Decepticons Tomahawk. And as you can see, he's a really nice helicopter. So I think his name is kind of lazy because he actually turns into a Tomahawk helicopter and his name is Tamahawk. And I think his name could have been like something like more dynamic and cool and stuff like that. But Tomahawk is still a good name. It's it works. And there's a lot of detail with this helicopter. I was really surprised when I first opened him. And interestingly enough, the spinner rotor gimmick is actually not present in this figure, which I can kind of understand because it's kind of small. So they'd have to do a lot to actually get it in there. But there he is. He's got spring-loaded missiles for weapons in his helicopter mode. And he also has at the front this little like moving radar camera sort of thing, which is also pretty cool. And his undercarriage, you can kind of see his legs, but you can kind of imagine that it's like maybe part of a helicopter and it's doing something to, like, I don't know, like carry weapons or something else. But other than that, there's not really much to him. And we'll get this guy in his robot mode. And his transformation is kind of tricky if you don't know what you're doing. And I've only transformed this guy twice, so bear with me. So the first thing that you would want to do, because the propeller will just get in the way, you just want to fold it to where it looks like an upside down Y. You got that. And I'm just going to take his missile launchers off because these things will fire with no provocation at all. So now what you want to do is you just want to close that. That's his tail blade. And then detach his legs. And then pull those off to the side. And now what you want to do is you want to unclip the tail fins. Those are going to be his arms. And just raise up the wings that the weapons were on. And you just bring the arms over by just loosening them up. And you'll have it like that. And then you just do the same with the other side. You just move it on down. And for the legs, you just push it all the way to the back. And then these sections right here, the air intakes, you just want to move them in a vertical position, because those will be his shoulders. And then you want to take the cockpit area of the helicopter and push it down, and in doing so, I don't think it does it normally, but the head popped out. You just flip that around. And there's his head sculpt, which I actually think it's kind of cool that they did his head sculpt this way. He looks like he's wearing one of those flying helmets, but don't be mistaken though, because he actually has eyes under that yellow visor, and they're blue, so that's kind of cool. I would show you the light piping, but I don't really have a flashlight, so sorry. And for his legs, now, what you want to do is you just want to see if I can show this on camera. You just want to unfold it, basically, and that'll make his legs longer. And then you just unfold his feet, and that is what his leg should look like. Then you do the same with the other leg. And there you go, those are his legs. And for his arms, which actually I kind of like, they have an interesting automorph. And what you do is you take this and you bring it all the way to the side, and then his hand pops out, which I think is kind of cool. It saves you from the stress of actually having to pop them out. And you just do the same on the other side, and then get them all fixed up. And then there you have Tomahawk in his robot mode. I also have to say his robot mode is pretty awesome. He doesn't really have any kibble aside from his back rotor, and his tail fin on this arm actually becomes sort of like a melee weapon that he can just like punch people with, which is also pretty cool. So articulation for this guy, you get elbow movement, you get side, forward, and pretty much the arm can go all the way around, which is, I mean, is expected for a ball joint. I don't know why I said that, because it's just, you know, Captain Obvious with that. But for his legs, you get knee, thigh, side movement, forward, back, and can't really do anything with his foot besides like move it up and down, which is due to his transformation. And the only gripe I have with this guy is that whenever you try to move his arm, this shoulder piece goes up, and that's only because his shoulder joints are a little tight. But so if I like transform it a bit, he'll loosen up. So that's not too bad. And his head can go all the way around as it's on a ball joint. And he can do all kinds of wacky things with it. Oh, and his wings are also on a ball joint, so you can do interesting things with them. Actually, you can just put his weapons on there to finish him off. And then you've got him armed and ready to kill some Decepticons. And yeah, there's really not much else to him besides the fact that he's an awesome robot that turns into a helicopter that doesn't have the obvious tail rotor gimmick. Or not tail rotor gimmick, the main rotor gimmick. So there's not really much else to this guy. So if you see him, I would get him because he's nice. But other than that, this has been Abominus33. Please watch my videos. Leave comments if you want to. And hopefully I'll be back with another video soon. And signing off.